Hello all, in this intro we're going to take a look at some things that you need to learn when using Photoshop. Number one, under your Finder option on your desktop, if you go to File, you can create a new folder. A new folder can be named anything you want. I'm going to name mine Humanimal Pictures. And that's on your desktop there. Once I create it, the folder's made. The folder has nothing in it, but I want to double click and open it up. And I'm going to put it aside so I can see it easily on my desktop. What I'm going to do next is click on Chrome. I'm going to do an image search. I'm going to look up lion face. You'll see images pop up. I want to select images, not all, so I only look at images. And these look nice, but I want to click the Tools option, and I want to click under Size. I want to click Large. It's going to give me the best quality images the internet has. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to click on one of these small images I like this one right here, and you'll see a bigger version of it pop up. I like that one after reviewing it, so I'm going to slide my window aside and I'm going to click and drag that into my new folder, and it saved itself. Now you have that image. I'm going to look for a second one. That one looks pretty good. I'm going to click it. I'm going to wait till it uploads there. Yep, that looks like a really nice image, so I'm going to again click and drag that there. Now that this is done, I have some of my resource images ready to go. I'm going to close out of Chrome. And I'm going to make sure my Photoshop is open. So if you look at the bottom taskbar on your desktop, you'll see the PS icon. Double click that. Photoshop will load up. Once it's loaded up, a black project bar is there on the window. I'm just going to slide that across. And I'm going to grab one of my images and drop it over the PS icon. And it loads up on Photoshop. Now you have a project there. I want to do the same thing with my second image. I'm going to click and drag that. Boom. Now I have two projects in my Photoshop going on, and I have tabs for them. I have one there, and I can click in between them, so I can work on multiple works simultaneously. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on the second lion, and I'm going to notice that maybe I don't need everything on the bottom. So I'm going to click the crop tool, and that gives me a window where I can change how big the image is, and if I hit return, it cuts it down for me. Okay. Again, let's review that crop button. It's right there. That's one of my tools on my toolbar. And again, I can trim my work up and turn it around and stuff. Another thing we're going to work on next for you to know is going to be the Lasso Tool. That's a selection tool. It's right there. Say I only want to cut out just basically the head and not a lot of the hair. I'm going to draw a line with the Lasso Tool, and I just need to link it up again. It's a loose line. And a selection is made, and you see kind of those marching lines going around. Pretty soon we're going to cut and paste that, but I want to open up a couple windows first. So if I go into the Windows option, I want to open up Layers and Navigator. We'll talk about those in a sec. So if they're checked off, that means they are up on my screen. There they are. Navigator allows you to zoom in and zoom out. So there's a bar there that can scroll. And then also, if you go grab the red square or rectangle, you can glide around the image. Okay. So I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to go to Copy. But under Edit again, I'm going to click Paste. And I just pasted the image of the lion that I cut out on there. It's small. The Show Transforms control up there under the Move tool shows a rectangular tool that can help me make it larger or smaller. An important thing is if you don't want to stretch and make your image look weird, hold the Shift key on the corner of that box that you stretch out and it'll stay good. If there's a lock button next to one of your layers, double click on it and it'll unlock the image so you can edit with it. Again, hitting the eye icon there allows you to see or not see an image that you're working with on Photoshop. It's good when you have to check some things and if there's too much information in there. Also, if you're on a layer, you can glide the opacity and you can make an image disappear and come in. It makes it reappear, like you can basically make it thinner to see or really opaque. I'm trying to line up these two images of the faces. You can see how I'm kind of bringing that in and out and stretching it with the Move tool on those little pointer spots on that square, trying to stretch that one lion's face. But one thing I can also do is go on Edit and go under transform and hit the warp tool. And this is fun. I can go on all these little pivot points and mold and stretch this face in so many different ways to try to kind of connect the features from one line with the other. This is something you'll find very useful in the Humanimal project. So I can fine tune it. And when I'm happy with it, I just hit the enter or return key and it sets it in place. Again, just double checking things on my layer palette there. That's the move tool, that's the crop tool, that's the brush tool. We'll learn a little bit more about that soon enough.